my skin's just thirsty. So thirsty. What is up, my beautiful people? It's your girl Cassidy. Welcome back to my channel. So today is a really exciting video for me. I feel like it's been a long time coming, and you guys know I am a chronically dry skin girl. Like, my skin is just always dry. It does get better in the summer. I do get more dewy. I get oily around my nose sometimes, and I'm like, oh my god, look at her. I have been working on getting like a way better skincare routine, focusing on drinking more water, but I also changed up my makeup routine a little bit recently. Well, a lot of it, because I was so tired of my skin just looking so freaking dry. But I do want that glow from within that my dry skin just doesn't get as easily. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys all of the new products that I've been using this past 2 months that I've been loving. It's changed my makeup, changed my skin, and I think it looks so much better. Before we get into it, don't forget to just hit the like button. Show me some love, because I really worked hard on finding products that actually work for me. So while you're down there hitting the like button, subscribe and join the Cassidy Secrets fam. What are you waiting for? It's lit over here. We have so much fun. And other than that, we can just get right into the video. So as you guys know, I have super dry skin, and your girl's over it. Like, okay, we get it, my skin's dry. Can you not? This is kind of gonna be like a little touch of skincare and a lot of makeup. These are like my go-to products for dry skin. I'm gonna do my eyes, and the first thing that I'm gonna talk about is actually really surprising, because I'm usually not super into stuff like this, but it is these under eye patches. This is the Florence by Mills Swimming Under the Eye Gel Pad. I feel like there are a few of you that might have the same opinion on these. Sometimes I just feel like these under eye patches are like very gimmicky. Like, it's cool to do and like whatever, but does it really moisturize? I've always felt that way until I tried these. These are actually, they're so cute. They're like in the shape of little whales. I've used them several times just to like treat myself a bit, and these are actually very moisturizing. Like, when I take them off, no joke, I really feel such a difference on my under eye. I feel like it's more plump, more moisturized, and it feels really good. And there's like a really good amount of product on these things. They're pretty saturated, but not too saturated to the point where they're gonna be like sliding down while you have them on. Now I can go onto the eyes. I'm just gonna go through like a quick, cute little eyeshadow look before getting into the juice. All right, so I'm just gonna use a few of the browns from my Naked Honey palette, the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette. I'm taking Hive right here. It's a nice warm brown, and I'm just gonna put that into the crease. I'm gonna try to make this eyeshadow look pretty quick. Now I'm gonna go in with this really dark brown color called Sting, and I'm gonna keep that on the outer edge right there just to deepen it up. This is the Huda Beauty Gemstone Obsessions palette, and it's freaking stunning. Like, it is so beautiful. I'm gonna be using this color. It's just like a beautiful pinky toned color, and I'm picking that up on a flat shader brush. I am taking that brush with the product on it, and I'm gonna be spraying it. Then put it on the first half of my lid. Look at that. That's crazy. It's so shimmery and beautiful. Like, wow. I'm gonna go ahead and quickly fill in my brows with the Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim Pencil. Okay, brows are done. Guys, this is seriously such an amazing brow pencil. Side note, I'm gonna go ahead and take these patches off. That also feels really freaking good. So I kind of just like dab in the excess product. Excess, I don't know. You tell me. It literally just like absorbs right into there, and I really love that. I'm gonna actually do some winged liner. I'm taking my Revlon Color Stay Sharp Line liquid liner. I'm not gonna do a whole wing. I'm just gonna do half a wing like I usually do, just to accentuate the cat eye shape. I ended up adding my winged liner, and then I added some lashes. I threw on these Ardell Wispies. They add like a nice like natural little flare to my eyes. So now I'm gonna move on with the skin, and I'm really excited about this part because it's obviously the most important when it comes to dry girl makeup. I actually have gotten to a point where like I'm not scared to put a lot of product on my face anymore, and I don't mean a lot of makeup. I mean really prepping my skin with skincare products before doing my makeup. I just think in general it's good to prep your skin with skincare before putting on your makeup. Your makeup applies so much prettier and everything just looks so much better. So the very first thing that I have been using in the daytime and in the nighttime lately is this water cream. This is by the brand Primera, and I have actually, they sent me some PR, which is the only reason why I knew about them. I actually really like a lot of their products. They sent me this, they sent me an essence and like some organic cotton pads, which I love so much. So yeah, this has been really great. It's a water cream, so it's not too heavy, but a lot of the times with water creams that I use, they kind of feel like they don't penetrate my skin. It feels like there's just like kind of a layer of gel sitting over my skin. That's how water creams typically feel for me, which is why I'm not crazy about them. I've never been really crazy about water creams. But this one, you guys, this one is like my skin just soaks it right up. It doesn't feel like it's just a film sitting over my skin. It feels like it really penetrates my skin, and I love it so much. The next dry girl product is this one. Guys, this one is intense. This is by Kiehl's, and it is the Creamy Eye Treatment with Avocado. Before I apply my makeup, I just use the tiniest bit because this stuff is legit like the most moisturizing under eye cream I have ever used in my entire life. It's super hydrating. So I just use a tiny bit before my makeup, and already you can see like my skin is glowing, and before it was just kind of like flat, like it had that dry feeling. These two are a match made in heaven for any dry girl out there. I kind of let this sit in for a few minutes, and then I go in with my Smashbox primerizer. I've recently found this, and I actually did, I posted about this on my Instagram stories, and so many of you messaged me saying that you love it as well. So this is what I use as my primer. I use 2 pumps of that on my face, and I put it all over. And this moisturizes, but it also locks in like my skincare that I just put on, like the eye cream, the face cream. It feels like it just kind of locks all of that in and really activates everything. And also it acts as a primer for my foundation and concealer, which is obviously awesome. Love that for me. I am like living my best life with all these products, I swear. Dry who? Like dry where? Who? I don't know who dry is anymore. I'm sorry. Now, something that I'm really bad at is putting on SPF. I have to admit, I'm really bad at putting on SPF. But the one that I've been trying to use is this one. It is the Glossier Invisible Shield Daily Sunscreen, and I'm gonna start using this. I've used it like maybe twice before. What I like about it is that it has like a gel formula, so you guys can see it doesn't really come out as like your typical sunscreen. I just really need to start wearing SPF because my skin is moisturized to the gods. And it's very plump. It's ready for my coverage, ready for some product. So the foundation that I typically use is this one. This is the This is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I use the shade Punjab. This is kind of like my summer color, but I'm making it work for the winter. I use 2 pumps, and I feel like this foundation is really good for girls with dry skin because it's not too drying, but it's not too matte. So I don't like a foundation that's super dewy. I just don't. Especially now that I'm doing all of this prep with my skincare, because, you know, I already kind of have the moisture in my skincare. So I want my foundation to not be super matte, but I want it, you know, to kind of last me throughout the day. You guys know I've always kind of had a hard time finding foundations that I like love. This one is one of those for me. I just love this one. I think it's so good. And now for concealer, I have been loving the Cover FX Power Play Concealer. Now I will say, this is not typically a dry skin kind of like friendly product because it's very full coverage and it's pretty matte for the most part. But the reason why I love it is because when I use things that are super dewy, like my skincare prep before, you know, what I just did before foundation, and my foundation being not super matte, I kind of like my concealer to give me more of that coverage, more of that like oomph. So that's what I like, and that's why I really enjoy this concealer. Maybe some of you guys like to mix it up and do like a super matte foundation and then do a really dewy concealer, or you know, maybe vice versa, but this is what I like. This is kind of matte and it is full coverage. So that's been working for me with the prep. I use my concealer to get more of my coverage, more of that lasting wear. And before I use this concealer, I prep my skin really, really well to keep that hydration and keep that dewy look that my dry skin so desperately wants. And like already I can see how much more like moisturized my skin looks compared to how I used to do my makeup, or compared to how I was doing it before I realized that I truly need to change up my routine. That's where we're at. I have the coverage that I want and I have the glow that I want too. So moving on, I'm gonna bronze my face. I'm only using really cream products to cover my face and bring color to my skin as well. I found this thing. This is amazing. Like, this product is so underrated, you guys. This is the Insta Duo Contour Stick in the medium shade by Rimmel. I will say I love this product so much. It is super creamy, super like easy to blend out, and it gives me that really nice bronze shade that I like to have when bringing color back to my face. So I've really been loving this. And what I like about it too is that some like liquid bronzers, you have to be super careful with them because it could get crazy really quick. But this one, it brings the color, but it's super easy to blend out. So I'll show you guys here, like it blends out really easily. So if I want to add more color, like look how easy that was to blend out. And it just added a beautiful shade and contour to my skin. And when I want to add more product, if I want it to be a little bit more dramatic, I can just go in and do that instead of worrying about like, oh my god, I just went overboard, I did too much, like now everything is ruined. And I really like products like that. I like products that I can like work with really easily to kind of keep everything like nice and sheared out. It's like that perfect bronze shade for my skin tone. It looks like I have that glow from within. I really hope that's picking up on camera. And after I blend out that first bit, I'll go in with a little bit more just to like bring some more of that bronze shade that I want to my cheeks. And that's it for bronzing. So I have the glow that I want, like that bronze look from within, which I really love so much. Now, this is another one of my holy grail dry girl products that I am so obsessed with, and I think you guys are gonna really love this. This is the In the Nude Sticks Nudies All Over Your Face color. That was a mouthful. Basically, this is by Nude Sticks, and it is a cream blush, and it's the shade In the Nude. It is a beautiful corally peachy blush. This formula of blush, you guys, is so beautiful. It's creamy, but it's not too wet where you feel like your face is sticky, and I just love it. I put 2 or 3 dots of it on my cheeks, and then I take my Morphe M427 brush to blend that out. What I like about this is like it's a duo fiber brush, so it has like the basically like thicker like natural bristles here, and then at the tip it has like synthetic fiber bristles, so it's perfect for blush blending out cream blushes. So I kind of just pat it out and then like use circular motions to move it around as well. And look how cute that looks. I love that. Another amazing thing about this blush is that no matter what foundation I put this on top of, it doesn't move the foundation underneath, just because It's that perfect formula of being like creamy but not too creamy where it kind of just like ruins everything else. So I'll first dot it on my cheeks and that's how it looks. If I want a little bit more color, I'll just take the brush directly to the product and I'll just like move my brush on top of it and then I'll just go right in with a little bit more. I'm a blush girl. I really love a good peachy blush, so I don't mind my cheeks to be nice and pink. I think it looks really cute. And I love it. Like, how pretty is this color? You can also move it around a little bit on other parts of your face with whatever's left over on the brush. And you can see like this glow. Like, my skin never has this glow, you guys. My skin is so dry, but we're changing that, ladies and gentlemen. Now, for the highlight part, I would recommend, if you're really trying to go all full on here, I would recommend that you use a liquid highlighter. Now, this is the one that I currently have, but I will say it's not my favorite. This is the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. This is in the shade Moonlight. I think it gives you an absolutely gorgeous glow. It really does, but it is very intense. Like, this is liquid gold right here, you guys. So what I do is I take a bit, put like a line of it on my hand, and then I go ahead and I take my beauty blender, I squeeze it, I take the tip of it, very tiny amount, pick it up there, and then I dab the rest off on my hand to kind of just like, you know, take it easy at first. And if I want more product, I can always go in with more, but I don't start out with a lot of product. So I take that amount and I just put it right on the tops of my cheekbones. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's literally like I put the tiniest amount right now. If I want to intensify it, I just go ahead and put a little bit more. I'm like scared of this product because it is seriously so freaking intense that like it's a lot. Okay, so I'm happy with that. I think it looks pretty. I have the glow that I want, but it's not too much. I put a little bit of it on my nose. Like, you can see how intense that is. I'll tell you guys the reason why this one isn't my favorite. It's very pretty, like, and I like the way it looks, but the reason why it's not my favorite is, one, because it's just a little bit too intense for me, and two, the formula of it is, it's a liquid formula, so it definitely, you know, starts out as a liquid, but once it dries down, if you don't blend it fully, it kind of like dries, like, completely. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know how to describe it, but if you don't blend it out, like, let's say this part dries, if I try to rub at it after it's fully dried down, it'll keep like those harsh lines, and like, you know, it's like it's not the easiest to blend out is what I'm trying to say. The one that I do love is quite expensive, but it's by Marc Jacobs. The Marc Jacobs one in the white bottle, that one is really good. It smells amazing. It's super creamy. It provides a beautiful glow, and you can shear it out. You can shear it out very easily if it's a little bit too intense for you, or you can pile it on and make it as intense as you want. And the formula is just a little bit more creamy, so I like working with that one better. So that's the one that I recommend. I'll have everything linked down below, but this one is good if you like a really intense highlight. But if you're someone that wants something a little bit more subtle, then I would recommend the Marc Jacobs one. After I put my highlight, I sometimes find that the blush fades a little bit, so I just pick up a little bit more on that Morphe brush again, and I just go in, blend the blush into the highlight just a bit more. At this point, we have all the freaking dewy products on our face, and while this is amazing, I do want my makeup to last more than 1 or 2 hours, and if I keep it just like this, I can guarantee you that it will not. So I do still go in with my powder. Just because I have dry skin doesn't mean I'm not gonna set anything. Like, your girl needs to set, okay? I clean up any creasing that went on underneath my eye, and I take this is the Derma Blend Loose Setting Powder. I love this powder. Oh my god, I'm actually almost out of it. That's crazy. I put a little bit onto the cap, and then I take my Real Techniques setting brush. This brush is so perfect. This is a technique that I learned from Katie Jane Hughes. She's a makeup artist. on Instagram, and she is just so talented. Her way of doing makeup is so fascinating to me. I'm really obsessed with her. Like, she's just cool and fucking like, she does amazing makeup. Sometimes she uses, just like I did in today's look, a lot of dewy products, a lot of glowing, like a lot of skincare based, like very glowing skin sometimes. And the way she taught me, or taught everyone on her Instagram, to keep that dewy look but still set your face is blending the powder into your skin. So basically I take a little bit of the powder onto my Real Techniques setting brush, and then I tap some off, and I go under my eye. This is the part that I like to set the most because this is where it creases. I pack that on, but then if I just pack it on in one spot, you're gonna see a clear, harsh line of matte skin and then straight to the dewy skin. So what I do is pick up a little bit on the tips, and then I kind of just use very light circular motions so that there is a blend between the dewy skin and the matte skin. I hope that makes sense. That's how she described it to me, and I was like, that makes so much freaking sense. I was so happy that I learned that from her because it just felt like I was baking underneath my skin, and a lot of, like, I was just putting a lot of powder everywhere, and no matter how many you know, hydrating products I used, my skin would always end up matte and just like dry. So now that I figured out to do this, it helps because I get to control where I want it to be matte and keep that overall dewy look. Like, I want my cheeks under here to look dewy. I want my under eyes to be matte and a little bit on my nose to be matte as well. I put some on my chin and on the center of my forehead. And that, you guys, is truly how I changed the game in my skincare thing. I've gotten tips from online, I've tried different things that just work for me, and I love this makeup look. It's fresh, it's bright, I feel youthful, I feel dewy, and I'm just obsessed with it. Okay guys, so this is it. This is my full dry skin girl routine. I really hope you guys liked this video. It's been a long time coming of me finding really good products that work for my dry skin. I will have all of the products linked down below so you guys can check everything out there. If I had to choose like 2 products that I really recommend for this video, it would be the Nude Sticks Cream Blush, and then it would be the Primera Water Cream. Like, these 2 I feel like make the biggest difference in the overall makeup and the overall glow of the makeup, and I really love both of those products. So those are the 2 that like I highly recommend. So as always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave because you know how much it means to me from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.